The Mitsubishi Eclipse is a sport compact car that was in production between 1989 and 2011. A convertible body style was added for the 1997 model year. It was named after an unbeaten 18th-century English racehorse which won 26 races, and has also been rebadged and sold as the Eagle Talon and the Plymouth Laser, captive imports through Mitsubishi Motors' close relationship with the Chrysler Corporation. Their partnership was known as Diamond Star Motors, or DSM, and the vehicle trio through the close of the second-generation line is sometimes referred to by the moniker DSM among enthusiast circles. In Japan, the first two generations were sold at a specific Japanese retail chain called Mitsubishi Car Plaza. The Eclipse was officially marketed in North America, Oman, South Korea, the Philippines, Brazil, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, UAE, and China. At the end of August 2011, the final Eclipse rolled off the assembly line, and was auctioned off, the proceeds donated to charity. The Eclipse has undergone 4 distinct generations. The first 2 generations share the automobile platform with the Eagle Talon, and the Plymouth Laser, and share parts, while the third generation shared a redesigned platform with the Chrysler Sebring and Dodge Stratus. During May 2005, the fourth, and final, generation Eclipse was introduced, abandoning the Chrysler platform used in the first 3 generations and replacing it with the PS platform. First generation, timeline. Overview. The first generation Mitsubishi Eclipse was marketed as an entry to mid-level 4-cylinder sports coupe. 4 trim levels were available, the lowest 3 were front-wheel drive and the highest was all-wheel drive. The top FWD and the AWD model were equipped with turbocharged engines. The first-generation Eclipse underwent minor styling changes throughout its production. 1992 and 1994 models have updated sheet metal and are easily distinguishable from earlier model years. The most notable of these changes is that the 1990 to 1991 models have pop-up headlights, whereas the later model years do not. The Eclipse was revised for the 1995 model year as the second generation. The Plymouth Laser model was dropped after the 1994 model year, leaving only the Eclipse and Talon to continue for the second generation. Trim levels. The Eclipse was available in 5 trim levels during its first generation production run. AWD models were not available until halfway through the first model year. Eclipse base FWD model equipped with a 92 HP naturally aspirated engine, 1.8 L8 valve SOHC4G37 engine. Eclipse GS, upgraded FWD model with slightly more equipment. Eclipse GS DOHC, upgraded FWD model equipped with a 135 HP naturally aspirated 2.0 L16 valve DOHC4G63A non-turbocharged variant of the 4G63T engine. Eclipse GS DOHC AWD, equipped with a 150 HP 4G63 16 valve non-turbocharged engine. All were only available with 5-speed manual transmission and without rear limited slip differential. Sunroof, cruise control, ABS, central locking and AC were in base. Eclipse GS Turbo, top FWD model equipped with a 180-195 HP turbocharged 2.0 L16 valve DOHC4G63T engine. Eclipse GSX, AWD model equipped with a 180-195 HP turbocharged 2.0 L16 valve DOHC4G63T engine. The 1990 manual transmission turbocharged GST was rated at 190 HP, whereas the 1990 GSX manual turbo was rated at 195 HP. This was for the purpose of offsetting the additional weight of the AWD mechanism. However, 1991 and later years of both turbo models standardized on the 195 horsepower version 4G63T. The automatic models were rated at 180 HP due to smaller fuel injectors and turbocharger. 1990 and 1994 model years Eclipse, Talon and Laser did not come with a 420L engine, which was not added until the second generation. These models varied significantly in drivetrains and available options, and included some variants in appearance, as higher trim lines added different front and rear fascia panels and surrounding trim, with the GSX model getting a notably different styling package from the others. Drivetrain. The basic driveline layout of the Eclipse is a transverse-mounted four-cylinder Mitsubishi 4G37 or 4G63 engine situated on the left-hand side of the car, driving an automatic or manual transmission on the right-hand side. AWD models have a different transmission, which includes a limited slip center differential and output shaft for a transfer case, which drives the rear differential and half shafts. The 4G37 and 4G63 engines are both inline-four gasoline engines. The 4G63 is composed of an iron engine block and aluminum cylinder head and is equipped with balance shafts for smooth operation. The turbocharged version of the 4G63 is equipped with a lower compression ratio and oil squirters under the pistons in order to better cope with the stress and extra heat caused by forced induction. There is also a difference between rear axle rear ends on all-wheel drive models. 1990 early 1992 cars have 3 bolts attaching the axle to the wheel hub. Late 1992 Euro 1994 have larger diameter axles and attached to the hub with bigger, 4-bolt axle cups. Awards. The Eclipse Turbo was on Car and Driver magazine's 10 Best list for 1989 Euro 1992. Second generation. Overview. The second-generation car maintained the market focus of the first-generation car, but had a major update in styling and had different engines between trim levels. New to the line was a convertible model, the Spider, introduced in 1996. The convertible was available in 2 trims, the GS and the GST. The former was powered by the non-turbo 4G64 engine, and the latter by the turbo 4G63. The GSX hardtop model was also powered by this engine. There was no convertible model powered by the Chrysler 420er, nor was there a convertible all-wheel drive model. The turbocharged engine option continued as the 4G63, but was modified for more power as compared to the previous generation. The non-turbo equipped car had 2 different engines depending on the market they were produced for. The US version engines were producing 140 HP, found only in the hardtop RS and GS trims, was a modified version of the Chrysler Neon engine, the 420er, manufactured by Chrysler and delivered to and installed at the Diamond Star Motors facility. The European market engines were naturally aspirated 4G63 with 141 HP. The Talon was discontinued in 1998, along with the rest of the Eagle line, leaving only the Eclipse for sale during the 1999 model year. As the width dimension and larger engines were offered to Japanese consumers, it was now regarded as a luxury car, as this generation no longer complied with Japanese government dimension regulations, and Japanese consumers were liable for annual taxes as a result, which affected sales. A special version of the Eclipse, called the 10th Anniversary Oz Rally, was sold at the end of the 1999 model run with unique 16-inch wheels with the Oz Racing logo, though made by NK. It also included the leather interior package, accented exhaust exit, and hoop-style spoiler that were normally offered on some turbocharged models. The special edition package was only offered with the 420A engine. A unique version of the 2G Eclipse sold in some European countries. It used a normally aspirated Mitsubishi 4G63 motor, similar to what was available in the 1G, unique side-evil mirrors, and unique amber rear turn signals. 1997 facelift, A-style revision was applied for the 1997 model year. The front grille opening was given a more aggressive profile. The headlights were given a sharper slant on the inner edges, and the previous all-chrome fixture interior changed to a black interior with chrome reflector inserts. The driving lights were revised from a reflector type to a smaller projection type. The rear bumper cap was altered and had the reverse lights restyled and moved out into the bumper fascia, away from their original central position by the license plate bracket. The interior color choices also changed from blue and grey in 1995 Euro 1996 model years to black grey, tan black, and grey in the 1997 Euro 1999 model years. The black leather interior option was only available in 1999. The package included all seats, door inserts, and center console armrest. Trim levels. The Eclipse was available in 7 trim levels: base, only available in 1996.5, RS, GS, GS Spider, GST, GST Spider, and GSX. Eclipse RS, base FWD model equipped with a 140 HP 2.0L 16-valve DOHC Chrysler 420L engine. Eclipse GS, equipment upgraded FWD model equipped with a 140 HP 2.0L 16-valve DOHC Chrysler 420A engine. The European variant of the GS had a naturally aspirated, DOHC 16-valve 4G63 engine producing 150 horsepower with FWD. Eclipse GS Spider, convertible FWD model equipped with a 141 HP 2.4L 16-valve SOHC Mitsubishi 4G64 engine. Eclipse GST, hardtop FWD model equipped with a 210 HP turbocharged 2.0L 16-valve DOHC Mitsubishi 4G63 engine. Eclipse GST Spider, convertible FWD model equipped with a 210 HP turbocharged 2.0L 16-valve DOHC Mitsubishi 4G63 engine. Eclipse GSX, AWD model equipped with a 210 HP turbocharged 2.0L 16-valve DOHC Mitsubishi 4G63 engine. The models had different trim accoutrements: base, no tachometer, standard antenna, no rear defroster, no driving lights, 14-inch steel wheels with covers or center caps, vinyl-trimmed seats, rear drum brakes, RS, tachometer, 14-inch alloy wheels, optional spoiler, GS, power antenna, driving lights, cruise control, body-colored door handles, 15-inch alloy wheels, 16-inch alloy wheels. Lower body cladding, spoiler, rear windshield washer, GS Spider, power antenna, driving lights, cruise control, body-colored door handles, 16 inches alloy 5-spoke wheels, lower body cladding, spoiler, double-tipped stainless steel exhaust, GST, 16 alloy 5-spoke wheels, grey painted panel around lower body paneling, low-rise spoiler, high-rise spoiler, double-tipped stainless steel exhaust, GST Spider, 16 alloy 5-spoke wheels, double-tipped stainless steel exhaust, low-rise spoiler for all years. GSX, 17-inch wheels. After 1997, 1995 and Euro 96 cars had 16-inch alloys, grey painted panel around lower body paneling, double-tipped stainless steel exhaust, low-rise spoiler. 95 to 96, larger spoiler, vented rear rotors with dual-piston front calipers. Drivetrain. The basic driveline layout of the Eclipse is a transverse-mounted 4-cylinder Chrysler 420A, Mitsubishi 4G64 or 4G63 engine. The Mitsubishi motors are mounted in the same orientation as for the first-generation cars. The 420A-powered cars had the engine mounted on the right side of the car, and further back in the chassis. AWD models had a similar transmission to the first-generation car. The second-generation GSX also had a stronger carrier differential when equipped with a limited slip option. Engines. All motors are 4-cylinder gasoline engines. All have iron blocks with aluminum cylinder heads. The 4G63/4G64 engines retain the balance shafts for smoother operation, while the 420A does not use them. The 1995 and Euro 1999 turbo engines were given an increased compression ratio of 8.5:1, up from 7.81, and a smaller turbo, a Garrett T25 in place of the previous Mitsubishi TD04-13G and TD05-14B. This was done to minimize turbo lag, which was an undesirable trait for mass-market appeal in the US. The 4G63 engines found in 1990 and Euro 1994 models have a 60-ohm throttle body compared to the 1995 and Euro 1999 MI's 52-ohm. The intake ports on the head and runners of the intake manifold are also larger. They also have larger crankshaft bearing journals to allow better lubrication. Mitsubishi Motors quietly updated its 4G63 engine in 1998 and 1999. The crankshaft is more precisely shaved and cut compared to previous years. It is identical to that used in the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, which was not yet sold in North America until 2003. The thrust bearings have been revised to a split type to allow better lubrication and self-alignment with the crankshaft. It also had improved tuning and functionality, thanks to a new ECU, which was similar to Lancer Evolution ECUs. Third generation. Overview: the Eclipse underwent a change into its third generation in 1999, closely applying the Mitsubishi SST design study which debuted at the 1998 North American International Auto Show. It was the first concept vehicle exhibited by Mitsubishi at an auto show in the US. The Ford G63 was replaced by two powertrain options, a 147 HP 2.4L 16-valve SOHC 4-cylinder Ford G64 and a 205 HP 24V SOHC 3.0L V6. AWD was no longer an option. The suspension setup was adjusted to provide a softer and more compliant ride quality. The third-generation Eclipse shared its powertrain with the eighth-generation Galant. In late 2001, power of the GT trim was lowered to 200 HP as a result of tightened emission standards, forcing MMNA to adopt the California emissions standards for all variants of the car, rather than selling independent Fed-spec and Carly-spec versions. In mid-2002, the GTS trim was introduced for the 2003 model year. This vehicle included an engine with a 10-to-1 compression ratio, revised camshaft profile and an improved Mitsubishi variable induction management air intake system that gave the car an extra 10 HP and a slightly improved power curve. The 2003 Euro 2005 GTS and GTS Spider shared the new engine while GT models retained the 200 HP powertrain. From 2003 to 2005, the Eclipse Spider V6 was sold in a right-hand drive version in Japan. As this generation no longer complied with Japanese government dimension regulations, it was regarded as an expensive luxury car due to additional annual taxes from Japanese consumers. When the larger Mitsubishi GTO was discontinued in 2001, this generation became the only sports car Mitsubishi offered to Japanese consumers. 2003 facelift. With the introduction of the 2003 GTS model, the Eclipse saw minor changes including a sleeker front bumper with slotted fog lights, as well as a recoloring of the tail lights. On the interior, the gauge face changed, and the door panels were redesigned. The 2003 model year also saw the introduction of newly designed chrome, 5-spoke wheels for the GT and GTS trims. Trim levels. The Eclipse was available in 7 trim levels: RS, GS, GS Spider, GT, GT Spider, GTS, and GTS Spider. All trim levels came with an automatic tilt and retracting sunroof. All models were FWD. The GTS trims were introduced in 2003, the RS trim was dropped for the 2005 model year, and for that year, the Remix Edition package was introduced, only available on the GS and GS Spider 4-cylinder with the same GS wheels now painted chrome, Remix Edition badges, 6-disc CD changer and leather upholstery from some of the GT V6 models and all GTS V6 models, the first in stock 4-cylinder Eclipse history. Eclipse RS, base model hardtop FWD equipped with a 154 HP 2.4L 16-valve SOHC Mitsubishi Ford G64 engine. Automatic RS models were only 3G Eclipse without Mitsubishi's Sportronic Select Shift option, Eclipse GS, hardtop FWD model equipped with a 154 HP 2.4L 16-valve SOHC Mitsubishi Ford G64 engine, Eclipse GS Spider, convertible FWD model equipped with a 154 HP 2.4L 16-valve SOHC Mitsubishi Ford G64 engine, Eclipse GT. Hardtop FWD model equipped with a 200 HP 3.0L 24-valve SOHC Mitsubishi 6G72 engine, Eclipse GT Spider, convertible FWD. Model equipped with a 200 HP 3.0L 24-valve SOHC Mitsubishi 6G72 engine, Eclipse GTS, hardtop FWD model equipped with a 210 HP 3.0L 24-valve SOHC Mitsubishi 6G72 engine with Mitsubishi variable induction management, Eclipse GTS Spider, convertible FWD model equipped with a 210 HP 3.0L 24-valve SOHC Mitsubishi 6G72 engine with MVIM, ECU trims for GT models, Fed spec. Fed specs only affect 2000 and some 2001 models, manufactured from August 1999 to late October 2000, these GTs came with 205 HP and 205 FTA pound-force. The Fed spec GT is most recognizable for having one catalytic converter and two O2 sensors, with one sensor before the cat and the other after. Carli spec. Carli specs in 2000 were primarily shipped to California because of the more stringent emission laws, although other areas of North America received them as well. The Eclipse GT line was switched over for cost reasons to the Carli spec, so only one version of the GT would be manufactured. Carli specs came with 5 HP less and 5 FTA pound-force less. Carli spec emissions control are 3 catalytic converters and 4 O2 sensors. After each exhaust header is a sensor followed by a pre-cat, then the main cat after wire pipe, then 2 more O2 sensors. Engines. The third-generation Eclipse utilized 2 distinct Mitsubishi engines, the SOHC 4G64 2.4L 16-valve 4-cylinder and SOHC 6G72 3.0L 24-valve V6. Both engines use cast iron blocks with aluminum cylinder heads. The 4-cylinder, found in the RS, GS and GS Spider trims, used a 9:1 compression ratio and produced an output of 154 HP and 163 lb/s throughout all years. Despite being a series engine, it shares more components with the 4G63 found in the 2003 to 2004 Lancer Evolution than the 4-cylinder found in previous generations of Eclipse. The 3.0L V6, however, found in GT and GT Spider models, produced 205 HP in Fed spec between 2000 to 2001 and 200 HP in all GT models in Carli spec, all years with a static compression ratio of 9:1. The 3.0L V6 was improved for the GTS and GTS Spider, using a revised camshaft profile, raised compression ratio of 10:1 and variable length MVIM intake manifold. This engine produced 210 HP. Despite the naming similarities, the SOHC 6G72 used in the third-generation Eclipse was completely different from the motor used in the 3000 GT, the latter using coil packs instead of a distributor, mounted on the opposite side of the engine bay and dual camshaft heads. Safety. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has determined crash test ratings of Eclipse of different model years. 2001 Mitsubishi Eclipse EV. The Mitsubishi Eclipse EV is a prototype electric vehicle with a lightweight electric motor and lithium-ion batteries in the chassis of a third-generation Eclipse. It is powered by manganese lithium-ion batteries made by Japan Storage Battery, which have 65% reduced charging time over nickel-hydrogen batteries. It participated in the 2001 Shikoku EV Rally, a 780 km circuit around the perimeter of Shikoku, Japan, where it drove in excess of 400 km on a single battery charge. Fourth generation. Overview. Another substantial styling revision was introduced, with the new model taking some of the profile from the second-generation model but maintaining a front fascia consistent with Mitsubishi's current corporate styling features. Drivetrain features of the new model include a 263 HP 3.8L MIV V6 for the GT trim. 2009 and newer models have 265 HP. The GS is a 162 HP 2.4L MIVEC 4-cylinder, both derived from the Mitsubishi PS platform family, with which the Eclipse shares many mechanical components. Like the 2004 Galantum third-generation Eclipse, the new Eclipse is FWD only, although a concept model has been produced by Mitsubishi and Ralliart with a Milan Works-designed hybrid electric AWD platform, the 4G63 engine from the Lancer Evolution, and more aggressive body styling with imitation carbon fiber accents. The V6 produces 263 lhp and 260 FTA pound-force of torque. The fourth-generation Spider Eclipse was released for the 2007 model year at the North American International Auto Show. Trim levels: for the 2010 model year in the US, its primary market, the Eclipse was available in 5 trim levels: GS, GS Sport Spider, GS Sport, GT, and GT Spider. In Mexico, the GT Spider is known as the Eclipse Convertible. In Canada, the GT trim is known as the GTP. Eclipse GS, base FWD model equipped with a 162 HP 2.4 L16 valve SOHC Mitsubishi 4G69 engine. Eclipse GS Sport Spider, convertible FWD model equipped with a 162 HP 2.4 L16 valve SOHC Mitsubishi 4G69 engine. Eclipse GS Sport, FWD model equipped with a 162 HP 2.4 L16 valve 4-cylinder MIVEC engine, and additional features. Eclipse GT, hardtop FWD model equipped with a 263 HP 3.8 L24 valve SOHC Mitsubishi 6G75 engine. 2009 and Euro 2012 models have 265 HP. Eclipse GT Spider, convertible FWD model equipped with a 263 HP 3.8 L24 valve SOHC Mitsubishi 6G75 engine. 2009 and Euro present models have 265 HP. The models and standard/optional equipment: GS standard choice of 5-speed manual or a 4-speed Sportronic automatic transmission, a 140-watt Mitsubishi CDMP3 compatible audio system with 6 speakers, 17-inch alloy wheels, an anti-theft immobilizer, auto-off halogen headlamps, power window mirrors, air conditioning, a split fold-down rear seat, 2 12-volt accessory outlets, anti-lock brakes, a rear spoiler, and a 6-airbag safety system. Options include Sun and Sound package with a power sunroof is paired with a 650-watt Rockford Fosgate audio system. Boasting 9 speakers including a 10-inch trunk-mounted subwoofer, a 6 CD and dash changer, and steering wheel-mounted audio controls. The package also includes a center display with outside temperature and compass readings and an electrochromic rear-view mirror. A 4-piece body kit comes as an optional aero kit package for all models. GS Spider, available for sale for the 2007 model year. Options include GS Deluxe leather package, leather front seating surfaces, heated front seats, heated side mirrors, outside temperature indicator and compass and center dash display. GT standard choice of 6-speed manual or a 5-speed Sportronic automatic transmission, a 140-watt Mitsubishi CDMP3 compatible audio system with 6 speakers, 17-inch alloy wheels, an anti-theft immobilizer, auto-off halogen headlamps, fog lamps, power window mirrors, air conditioning, a split fold-down rear seat, 2 12-volt accessory outlets, 4-wheel anti-lock disc brakes, a rear spoiler, dual-stage 6-airbag safety system, traction control, a front strut tower bar, and a center display with outside temperature and compass readings. Options include premium sport package with 18 and 7-spoke alloy wheels, leather front seating surfaces, a power sunroof, an 8-way adjustable driver's seat, alloy pedals, heated front seats, heated door mirrors, automatic dimming rear view mirror, air conditioning and a 650-watt Rockford Fosgate audio system with 9 speakers, including a 10-inch trunk-mounted subwoofer, a 6 CD MP3 compatible and dash changer, steering wheel-mounted audio controls. GT Spider, available for sale for the 2007 model year. Options include GT Premium Sport Package, 18-inch alloy wheels, leather front seating surfaces, 6-way power driver's seat, heated front seats, heated side mirrors, aluminum pedals, automatic climate control, wind deflector, 2009 facelift. The Mitsubishi Eclipse was given a minor facelift for the 2009 model year, The front fascia changed the fog lights and deleted the triangle housing the three-diamond logo used to sit on in the grille. The rear fascia changed the Eclipse insignia from an indent to raised silver letters. An option to add a dual exhaust and projector HID headlamps also became available. The V6 engine, now rated at 265 HP and 262 lb-ft torque. It was unveiled at the 2008 Chicago Auto Show. 2011 facelift. The 2011 Mitsubishi Eclipse featured a blackout roof, similar to the 1990 version. For 2011, Mitsubishi lowered the suspension of Eclipse about half an inch, which created a lower center of gravity. Mitsubishi also added a rear backup camera and Bluetooth hands-free calling to the Sun and Sound package. In the GS trim, the car gets the same 18-inch wheels and blackout front end as the GT model called the GS Sport. Final model year. For the 2012 model year, the Mitsubishi Eclipse receives 3 changes: brake override logic, a clear lip spoiler on the GT trim, and 1 new exterior color. This was the final model year, albeit a short run because production ended in August 2011. The last Eclipse to roll off the assembly line was built in August 2011, painted Calipana black. Its color was chosen from by members of Mitsubishi unregistered trademark S Facebook community, who picked from a historical Eclipse color palette. This was the only Eclipse equipped with both the 3.8L/265 HP V6 engine and the commemorative SE package, as well as special 18-inch dark argent alloy wheels and one-of-a-kind graphics. It is also built with a sunroof, leather interior, 650W Rockford Fosgate 9-speaker audio system with Sirius XM, hands-free Bluetooth phone interface, rear-view camera, and HID headlights. The car was auctioned off by Mecum Auctions in St. Charles, Illinois on September 17, 2012, for $35,000. Proceeds went to the Japanese Red Cross to aid victims of the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. Grand total Eclipse production was 906,876 units. Motorsport, the Eclipse, and its Chrysler-branded counterparts, have seen competition in Sports Car Club of America events. In 2004 and 2005, Greg Collier won the NASA Super Unlimited Class national title in a yellow FWD Plymouth Laser. In 2009 and 2010, a convertible Eclipse GST driven by Matt Andrews and Andrew Brilliant won the Super Lap Battle Limited Championship in Willow Springs, California. In 2012, a heavily built and tuned Mitsubishi Eclipse piloted by Mark Rybnik won the Czech Hill Climb Championship. Brent Rau has won 3 World Drag Racing Championships using an Eclipse. IDRC, NDRA and NHRA. Many other notable names have also claimed big wins piloting Eclipses for drag racing use. Notes. References: Mitsubishi Eclipse. Edmunds.com. Retrieved May 2005. Mitsubishi Eclipse Review Auto.consumerguide.com. Retrieved July 12, 2005. External links: Mitsubishi Motors North American official website.